Hello guys. Welcome to another stream. Today I decided that I'm going to be redoing the How to Make a Programming Language in JavaScript series because a lot of people had complaints about it, so we're just gonna redo it. So I guess we'll just get straight into it by creating a folder and initializing node. Oh, before we do start, I just want to say, I'm sorry about the audio. I'm not gonna go back and fix it. Hold on a second. Sorry. This playlist of mine wasn't working well. Let me just make sure to click that button. Here, I'll change the song real quick. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry about the audio with that video, but I am creating this to redo that because I'm not going to go back to that project. Another thing is, I want to make sure that everyone that is following this tutorial series has some sort of knowledge with Node.js and how to set it up. If you don't, I highly recommend that you go search up some Node.js tutorials before you come to this series. But without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to initialize a project with npm to so we can get some packages. The first two packages that we're going to get npm.js.com. I think the two packages are npm ifs and is it prompt sync? I think it's prompt sync. Yes. So those are the two things that we're going to need. One of them is going to be for command line input, and the other one is going to be for they're going to be for the they're going to be for command line input, and fs is going to be for the file input when we get to that. So let's go ahead and start off. This episode is going to be the lecture, so don't expect anything too great. We're going to be generating tokens. So we're going to have a, let's see, is there a start? Okay, there's a start. We'll just say node space dot we'll say node space dot yeah, we'll say node space dot. Now our index is going to be located in source. So we'll create index.js. Now index.js is going to have a function. We're going to call this run, and that's going to take in some arguments. Actually, run is going to take in fn and data. There we go. Now we'll get back to run. We're going to have a while true, or while running, I guess? No, just while true. While true, we're going to import prompt sync, and we'll have config. Signal int arrive. So sig int is what So signal interrupt is what sigint means, and that just means if we press Control C or we close out of the terminal, it'll close the prompt sync without having any errors. What we'll do is we'll have data, and that's going to equal to prompt, and let's put an arrow, and I guess we'll give it the language name, which I'm just going to call HTMA PL. Actually, let's just call it uniform, based off my old language. And then we'll say run stdin, and then our data is going to be, oh, my key app just came off my keyboard. Go back on. Data, there we go. So before I do anything else, I'm going to define these to have string data, just so that I know that these will always be strings. These, or for autocomplete rather, not always be strings. These could literally be anything, but we're gonna hope they're string. So let's go ahead, and we can't really do anything else until we actually create our Lexa. So we'll create a new folder inside of source, and we'll call it Lexa. I'm going to create 3 files before I do anything else. One called Lexa, one called position, and then another called token. And that needs to be capitalized. Let's start off with the easiest one, which is position. So what this is doing is this is defining our class position, and then we're exporting our class position, which actually we can just go like this and just go modules. Oh, that. I think that would probably be better. So we'll create our constructor. We're going to need an index, a line, a column, file name, and file text. Not fs, fn. And then finally ftext. Okay, not gn, fn. I'm going to set up these parameters. String. No, sorry, number. These two are the strings. Just like so. Now we're going to have 2 methods. One called advance and one called copy. Now advance is going to take in a current character. Now with this we're going to add one to the index and also add one to the column. Now the column and line are going to be used for error messages that we're going to worry about when it comes to that. So we're going to check if the current character equals to a new line character. Then that means we will increase our line count and set our column back to 0. Then we'll just return this, which is going to return the instance of the position class. I guess we will just have to put position here because we're going to be using. So if we go, yeah, I'm just going to quickly test this dot advance dot. Okay, good. Now our copy method is also going to return. That returns position. So we'll return a new position class. It's our index, our line, our column, our file name, and our file tag. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. And I do believe that is our position class done. First class done. Let's go. Next one. I guess we'll just go on to our Lexa. No. Let's set up our token first. So we'll say module.exports class token. We'll have a constructor, which will take in a type, a value, a position start, and a position end. So our type is going to be, our type and value are both going to be string. And then our position start and position end are going to both be types of position, which means we'll require position. So that's going to import position from our position file. Now we'll just set type equals type. Set our value to our value. Pos start. Pos end is our position end as well. Now, we're just going to do a couple of checks. The first one is if pos start, which means if that is actually a value, then if this variable here is not null, so if we just ignore this, then it's going to be null. So if it's not null, then we'll set it to our position start.copy. Then we'll do the same for our pos end. And then we'll say our position end dot advance. So it's one after. But if we do get a position end, we can just set it to position end. Now we're going to only have two voids in this. Matches, which is going to take in a type and a value. And it's going to return this dot type equals to the type, and this dot value equals to our value. So this is going to return if this condition and this condition is true. So it's going to check if this type is equal to our token type. If it is, and the value, then it will return true. So we're going to say returns boolean. And then we're going to have a toString method. See, if we have a value, then we'll return our type along with our value. Otherwise, we'll just return a type. And we'll say this will return ring. Now before we do anything else, we're going to set up our token types along with some constants. So we'll say module.exports.constants equals to object.freeze we'll say module.exports.token. Now our constants are going to just have numbers. So that's going to be 0 through to 9. And then we're going to have letters, which are going to be A through to Z, uppercase and lowercase. Go ahead and I'll give you a little bit of time to write that down. Okay, and now we're also going to add another thing that we want to export. That is going to be called our token types. So we're going to say token types object.freeze, and then we can have our token types. We're going to have int, have a float, we're going to have a string, an identifier, and then a keyword. Now these are the token types that you will find throughout our code. An identifier is going to be something like a function, whether it's built in or not. It's going to be a variable. But a keyword is going to be something like our keyword defining thing, or I don't know, what's another keyword? I guess if statements, functions, all of that. But we're going to have, let's see, five more token types, and those are going to be for math. So our math token types are going to be plus, minus, multiply, divide, and let's just do a power for now. Now our power, actually, I'm going to comment that for now. We'll come back to that once we have our interpreter set up. So those are our things for now. Oh, actually there's one more. It's going to be called EOF, which stands for end of file. Cool. Now, let's have some keywords. So our keywords we're going to have, let's see, what keyword should we have to test? Let's have a keyword to set up a variable. What should our variable keyword be called? Let's call it define. Actually, I'm just going to search up some synonyms for define. Actually, I think I'm gonna, here, let me actually create a test folder. I guess we'll have our push, pull, and all of that. We'll do that. We'll say push, and push is going to have a name. And we'll set that equal to a variable type like. So we'll say push, and that's all we're gonna have for now. Okay, so that's our token, I believe. Now it's time to create our Alexa. So, module.exports equals class. I need to define the class name, Alexa. Here we go. Actually, did I did. With our Alexa, we're going to have a file name and data. That's the only things that we're going to need from when we're creating Alexa. And because we're creating our Alexa in our run function, we get that file name and data. I am going to be right back. Yeah, so I'll be right back. I'll leave you on this if you want to copy it down. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, hello, everyone that is currently in the stream. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I was just having dinner. But right now we've just finished up the token class, and we're gonna move on to the Lexa to generate some tokens for us. Welcome once again. Hi. So let's continue, I guess. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna pop out my chat. I'm gonna just constantly have this. Oops. Why do I always do this? That is my code, yes, hello. Okay, let's continue. So, the first thing that we're gonna do is... Hello, Sebastian. I'm pretty sure that's how you say your name. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're gonna define fn and data to be inside of Lexa. We're also going to have current char, which is going to be updated during our advanced method. So we're going to create a position and set it to be a new position. -1, 0, -1, fn, and data. So let's quickly import position. Okay. So basically we're saying start at the index -1. The column is going to be -1. And the... wait, no, is that the line or the column? Hold on. It's the line. Okay, so start the line number at 0 and then the column at -1. Because we're going to say this.advance. That's not how you spell advance. Advance. Okay. So that's going to be a new method. We're going to advance with this.char. So we're going to advance the position with our current character. And we're going to set our current character to this.position.index greater than this.data.length. So basically, we're saying if this is true, then set it to this.data, this.position.index. Otherwise, set it to null. Okay, so everything before this question mark is checking if this is true before running this code. So it's saying if our position index is lesser than our data length, that means that we have not finished every character inside of our file or inputs, anything like that. So we'll set it to data and in that position. Otherwise, we'll set it to null. Now, we're going to go ahead and say make tokens. Now, this is going to be a method that is run. It's going to be run from inside of our index. This is where it's going to be run. So, we're going to have a variable called tokens. We're going to have a... Let's quickly just return token. Actually, that's not what we're going to return. We're going to return an object that contains tokens. Tokens, as well as an error, which we're going to set to null. Which reminds me, we should probably set up two more things. Let's go ahead and set up a utils.javascript. And this is a very long method that I do not really want to type out. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. I'm sorry. I cannot be bothered typing this out again because I did another stream like this. So I'm just going to leave it up here for a little while I catch up on something else real quick. Okay. You can pause the stream here because I may be a little bit impatient if you haven't finished typing. Or the stream or the video or whatever, whenever you're watching it. Okay. A lot can happen while you're not here. Jeez. Iron Golem, Pig 8, and Sebastian. Thank you guys for coming to my stream, actually. I appreciate it a lot. So I'm just gonna assume you guys are done. So that is that. Let's move on to our errors. So our errors are going to be in a new folder. Errors. Here we go. We're gonna say index.js. Module.exports equals class. And we're gonna call this uniform error. Now we're gonna have a constructor, which is going to take in a position start, a position end, an error name. Hello, Sebastian. Yes, you are still here. Hello. I know you're still here, but I'm just saying thank you for coming. You are great. Thank you. I didn't expect anyone to actually come. Oh, another thing. Idiot me. What is it? I can't speak today for some reason. I just want to quickly. Holy heck! What? Excuse me, what? Okay, sorry. Thank you so much for 120, past 100 subscribers. That's insane. Like, what? When did this happen? 121 subscribers? It was 100 and, what was it, 117? No, it was 119 the last time I checked. That's insane. 4,800 views. You guys are absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, I love you all. You guys are the best. 4.6k views. You guys really like this series. So, I wasn't okay, so I had a discussions page, which is for some reason gone. I don't know why. Make sure you check out my music channel, please. I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys are the best. I love your enthusiasm. Oh, thank you. I'm just so shocked. Like, this is insane to me. Thank you all so much. I'm actually kind of shaking. This is so cool. I've passed my record. See, okay, here's a little story for you guys. My channel, I had a channel before this, right? It was same account, same email, but I joined 2015. And it took me a couple of years to get to 100 subscribers. And when I did, the last time I checked, I had 111 subscribers. And I have gotten 10 more. I should probably make a Discord for that. That is not a bad idea. Here, I'm going to just create one right now. I don't know what to put as the banner. I mean, not banner, the logo. Here, I'll just put my profile picture. Let's now create. I'll set this up a little bit later, but I'll just keep a general. Oh, no limit and expires never. I'll keep a general channel if you guys want to just like go ahead, message here. Can I pin that? Pin message. Here we go. That is the Discord. Actually, remove. I'm just gonna say this. I'm like, I accidentally just deleted that message as well. Why did I delete that? I meant to replace the pin. There we go. Okay, that is the Discord if you want to join. Hello, I'm not Panda. Hi, hello. Welcome. I'm in utter shock. Okay, no, I need to continue. I need to continue this before anything else. You guys are gonna... I don't know how you're gonna react. Just have this segment in the middle of your code. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's have a position for our position start and a position for I forgot to add the last one. Need to have details as well. So at param string for our details. Hello, details. Oh, string. There we go. I accidentally opened Minecraft. Whoops, that was an accident. So we'll set our position start. Pos start equals to start this dot pos end this dot error name. Oh, error name. By the way, the stream is a little behind, so if I read your message late, it's yeah. I'm sorry. Let's just continue. I keep distracting myself. I need to continue this because of how many views that video got. Why did this happen? No, as error function, creating as error. We're going to create a variable called result, and that's going to start off with our error name followed by some details, which we're going to pass in. And we'll just say console.log result. No, result. There we go. To that result, we're going to add some more data. But before we do that, I forgot to import position. Const position equals to require dot slash Alexa slash position. File. No. Okay, to the result, we're going to add the text file, followed by our position starts file, or position end, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to specify at what line, in case, so when we are using a file, they'll know what line to look at. So some useful information that the user would need to know. So we're going to add 1 to our line count, because we don't, because it would be 0 otherwise. Okay. Now, we can use that string with arrows function, so const equals require dot slash, no, dot dot slash, sorry, dot dot slash utils. We're gonna take that string with arrows function. So to our result, add 2 new lines, followed by a string with arrows, taking in position start dot if text, our position start, and our position end. And that is that class. And we're only going to actually have one error for now. So module.export.illegal char error is going to equal to a class called illegal char error, which is going to extend off of our uniform error. Now that is a long line of code. I need to add .uniform error to that. There we go. So we'll say constructor, and I'm just going to take this all except for the error name, because that's going to be predefined when we call super. So we're going to have a position start, position end, and some details. We'll call super, pause start, pause end, error name. What's our error name? Illegal character, that's what it is. So this is going to be whenever we detect a character that we do not, that is not one of our tokens. So inside of our token here, we have token types. Now all of these are going to correspond to a specific token. These are all characters that we're going to be using for things. Except for these aren't going to be necessarily characters, they're going to be words. EOF isn't one, but there are a bunch more. Like, there's going to be, hopefully, there's going to be a left square, right square, I forgot. We need two more tokens. It's called alparan, the left parenthesis, as well as our right parenthesis. Those are important as well for order of operation, which is what our parser does. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I forgot. Okay. Okay, let's add in our details now. So we'll put in, we'll put in details like so. And that is our error class for now. That's that. We can finally do our Lexa. So, this is the only thing that we're going to be doing now. Lexa. So, we're going to have a while loop. The while loop is going to check if our current character does not equal to null. And that null is defined here. So if it reaches the end, essentially. We're going to see if space, tab, or reset characters are found inside, if our current character equals to one of these. So instead of having to say space or space equals to this current character, and having to do that, we can just say, we can just have a string, and we can see if a space character, a tab character, or a reset character has this current character. So it's basically saying if this current character can be found inside of this string. If you're familiar to Python, it should be something like space tab in this current character. Something like that. But this is JavaScript. Anyway, we do find those characters, we're going to just advance over them because those are useless characters that are not needed. We can have an else if now, and we can check for constants. Wait, did I define constants in token types? I did. Okay. Let's quickly import those. Those require ./token. We're gonna need everything from it. We're gonna need constants, token, and token types. So we'll say constants dot numbers dot includes the current character. Now currently constants dot numbers is a string that contains every number possible, as in from 1 to 0, or 0 to 9, I should say. That makes no sense. 1 to 0. Sorry. If that is found, we're going to say tokens.push. So we're going to add a new thing to our array of tokens. This.make number means we need to create another method. Now this method, of course, is going to be called make number. And this is going to make numbers such as floats or integers. So we're going to have a number string, which is going to be an empty string. We're going to have a dot count, which is going to be equal to 0. And that's going to be used for finding floats. We're going to need a position start, which is just going to be our current position copied. And then we're going to have some digits, which is going to be constants dot numbers. And to that digit string, we're going to append the dot symbol. So while our current character does not equal to null, because remember, this while loop stops because we're running this. So while this does not equal to null, and our current character still equals to something in that digit string, then we can run this code. At the very beginning of this while, we're going to check if it is a dot. That means that we can increase our dot count by 1. But if our dot count is already equal to 1, then we're going to break out of this loop because it can't be another float. And then we're just going to append to our num string current character and then advance. Okay. Now we can say if our dot count equals to 0, that means that we have an integer. So we'll return a new token, the token type, int, and then we're just going to say pass int num string. So that's going to convert our num string to an integer. So we'll say position start, which is this variable, and then we'll pass in the position as our position int. If the dot count is equal to 1, however, then we can change this to a float, and we can change this to pass float. That is our numbers. So I'm just going to have an else here, and that's going to be for our error. Let's just do our error first so that we know this is working. Pause start, current position copied. Ooh. We're going to have the character, which is going to be our current character. Then we're going to advance. Then we're going to return tokens as null. Error as a new illegal. Actually, before we do that, we're going to import that. We're going to need only the illegal character error. So say new illegal char error, pos start, our current pos, and our details. Now our details are going to be, we'll just put in our character. Now at the end of this, we're going to say tokens.push new token with the token type end of file. It's not going to have a value, and we're going to pass in our position. Okay, now let's quickly set up our running of the file. Of our, not file. That doesn't matter. First of all, we're going to say if data.trim, so that just means remove everything from, so if we enter an empty string essentially, that equals to nothing, then we're going to return. Okay, now we'll have a lexer, so we're going to create a new lexer, passing in fn, data, just fn and data. Then we're going to take out from lexer.make tokens. We're going to take out, oopsies, that was an accident. We're going to take out our error and our tokens. We're just going to check if our error exists. So if it does not equal to null, then we're going to return error.as error. Otherwise, we're just going to console.log tokens. Now we're going to have a quick thing. Tokens is going to be the type of a array, so we can say tokens.forEach talk, and we're going to just have a quick little array that talks. Say talks.push talk.toString, and then we can just log talk. And we'll just run in class. Nerdy joined the welcome, Nerdy. You joined the Discord. Oh, we have an error. Uniform error is not defined. Inside of errors. Okay. What are we gonna have to say here? Extends module.export. Uniform error? Is that what we're gonna have to do? I'm streaming, please watch. Okay, now if we say 10 plus 10, we got an error because it says 10. But if we put in 10, we get int 10 in the file. That's so cool. If we say 1.0, undefined 1, that's not correct. I made an error somewhere. I can't spell float. Okay. 1.0. It just says 1. Number string. We don't ever append a dot to this, do we? We should probably do that. Wait, if our current character is a dot. No, it should append it to it, shouldn't it? Huh? Okay, I'm kind of confused. No dot count, if it includes current character equals to dot How dot okay, what? Yeah, let me just console.log this real quick. Well, okay, so now it works. 1.0. Oh, I see. Because 1.0 is still just 1. Damn. That's kind of... I don't know why I got so, like, freaked out over that. 50... Actually, let's go 51.75. There we go. It works. I don't know why I was so freaked out. Fine. This is actually... Oh, I forgot how much I liked doing this. I don't know why I stopped that series. I just really couldn't be bothered. I'm sorry. But I'm here now. We can continue. That was cringe. I'm sorry. Let's continue. Where's our make tokens? Here we go. I'm going to copy this entire if. I'm just going to copy it down a few times. So we got make number, and I guess we're going to do the same thing for letters. Make, and the method is called identifier. Before I move on, I may as well just do this .current character equals to one of the current, let's see, what are my current, let's see, tokens. I can't speak today. Okay, I guess we'll just do plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Plus. Plus. Minus. Multiply. And divide. Now, all we're going to do there is we're just going to create a new token. With the token type of the corresponding token tag. Null as our value, and then our position. Run this, and then we should be able to do 10 plus 10. Oh, that's taking a while. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh no. I know why it's taking a while. It's not even advancing. That's not advanced. We should probably do that for the ones that aren't methods. That's a good idea. Ten plus 10. There we go. 10 plus 10. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's do our naked identifier. I can't speak today. So, we're going to create a couple of variables. The first one being ID str. We're going to have a string for our ID. Advance. Here, this is the advancement. I don't know how long you've been here, but... damn. This is the position, this is the advance method, and it's calling the position.advance. You may have to go back in the stream to find that. But, after I'm finished, I'm going to create a GitHub repository with all of episode 1 code. Tomorrow I will be doing episode 2, which is around the same time, so in 24 hours. Yeah. Okay, position start is going to be our current position copied. And then we're going to have something called... okay. Sorry, I was confused. Sorry. I need to stop saying sorry. Yeah, stream is delayed, so I can't really... It takes time for me to see your messages. So, let's continue. Going to advance... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Letter numbers. Constants... constants dot letters. And we're going to add numbers in case we want to create functions that have letters and numbers. We'll say while our current character does not equal to null, and letters numbers includes current character, then we'll just add our current character to the ID string, and then we'll advance. Now we're going to have a token type. Now token type is going to end if our ID string is inside of our tokens. So say token type dot keywords dot includes the ID string. If that is true, then token types dot keyword. Otherwise, it's going to be a token type of identifier. Then we're going to return a new token with token type, the ID string, the position start, and our current position. This dot pause. Now that means if we rerun this, we can try using our keyword of push. So if we say push, as you can see, we get keyword push. If we say push hello 123, we get push identifier hello 123. That's our Alexa. That's basically... How many tokens do I have? 2 more, and then I guess we can move on to our parser. Like, how long has the stream been going for? An hour. Now we can go for longer. Actually, should I just do all Alexa? I might just do all Alexa today. You don't know, I'll move on to the parser. I'll do that. I'll move on to the parser, which means... Okay, let's just do these last 2 tokens and then the parser. Parser is happening next. So, left parenthesis, L paran, and then our right parenthesis, R paran, which means we can now do order of operation. We cannot do that, it's just going to identify tokens. I'm going to go 10 times, oh that is 10 times 5 plus 6, and we'll say 9 divided by 4 plus 3 plus 10. Let's go 14 minus 2. And we get a long monstrosity. Have a look at this. Okay, Alperen in 10, but I'm not going to read that all out, but that, you get the idea. Okay, this is getting pretty exciting. Let's move on to our parser. That's all I can really do. Let's do this. Parser time. Parser.js. I was about to do TS, we are not doing TypeScript. I wish we were. Exports equals class parser. Okay, now a constructor is going to take in a list of tokens. So we're going to need that class in here. Token equals require dot slash Alexa slash token. Oh, and we're also going to need the token type. Token types. I don't think we're going to need... Okay, we don't need the position. That's fine. Just say this.tokens equals to tokens, and we'll say the token index equals to -1, and then we'll call an advanced method that we're going to create. All this is going to do is increase our token index, and then we're going to say update current token, which is another method that we're going to create, and this is going to return our current. So it's going to return a token, and now we need to create this method update current token. This is going to see if our token index is greater or equal to 0, and this token index is lesser than the token's length. Then our current token. Hello, Storm. Our current token can equal to the token to our current token. No, token index. How are you doing tonight, Storm? Hope you're doing good. Oh no. That's bad. Hey bro, I'll go to sleep. It's late where I live. Hope someday we can talk. Yeah, definitely. Just, message me or something. Message me on Discord, and we can talk if you want. Have a good night, you. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. So that's our update current token. Okay, I'll worry about that soon. We're gonna need another class before we do anything else. It's gonna be called pass result. Not pass. Jeez. Pass result. Module.exports equals class pass result. Oh, constructor. Well, this is going to contain. Whoops, this is going to contain an error, which is going to be default to null. It's going to have a node, which is default to null. It's going to have a last registered advance count, which is equal to 0. Our advance count is equal to 0. And our to reverse count is also equal to 0. Now, some of these are going to be used later on. I just wanted to get them out of the way. We're going to say register advancement. Register advance. Register advancement. There we go. This last registered advance count equal to 1, and then we'll add 1 to our advance count. We're going to register res. Now, res is going to be, I believe, a pass result. So we'll say this.last registered advance count equal to res.advance count. Then our advance count is going to add from the res.advance count. If res has an error, then we'll set our error to res's error, and then we'll return res.node. Now, node is going to be param node. No, not param, sorry. Returns node. Now, node is going to be created side of another thing. Hello, Michi. How are you doing? Node.js module.exports equals class node. What does our node have? Every node that we have is going to have a position start. Yeah, we'll just have some variables. Have a position start, a position end. No! Do not mention that, Michi. Position end, and it's going to also have a name. Now, these two positions, I'm just going to give a type. Because they don't actually have one, but name does because it's automatically a string. So now we can import node. Okay, back to our pass result, we need a try register. Oh, yeah, no, try register. See if we have an error. Oh, so res is obviously going to be pass result. Wait, pass result. Okay. If we have an error, then we'll say this.to reverse count equals res.advance count. And then we'll return null. Otherwise, we're going to return this.register res. Res is going to return, so returns a node. Now we're going to have two more, which is called success, which is going to take in a node. It's going to set our node to that node, returning this, and then we're going to have a failure, which is going to take in an error. If we do not already have an error, or our advance count equals to 0, what? Sometimes when my mom isn't home, I like to go into her garden, cover myself in dirt, and pretend I'm a carrot. You are a weird person. But I ain't gonna judge. So that's just gonna return a pass result. So it's gonna return this, which is a pass result. And our error is going to be a lang. No, it's gonna be a uniform error. No. Yes. Sorry. Our node, once again, going to be a node, and it's going to return a pass result. Here we go. That is our pass result done. Okay. Let me just pull up something real quick. Okay. I do not want to know. Please do not tell me. Okay. For the parser, we're going to have our grammar. So I'm going to just quickly grammar.text. Let's just write down some grammar. Now, our grammar is going to have an expression. Now, that's going to be of term plus or minus term. So it's going to be a term plus or minus another term. So we're going to create another term. We're going to create a term. Now a term is going to be of a factor. Now our factor is going to be a multiply or divide by another factor. So we'll create a factor. Now our factor is going to be of int or float. It's also going to be of plus or minus by another factor, or of a left parenthesis followed by an expression and a right parenthesis. Our expression is going to go through term, factor, and then back to an int or float, plus or minus. Okay, that's some basic grammar set up. We can now go on to our parser. So our parser, actually before we do anything else, we're going to create one more error. We're going to create another error. So I'm just going to copy this because it's already done. All we need to do is call it invalid syntax error. And we're just going to say invalid syntax. Okay. Before we do the parser, we're going to create some nodes. The first node that we're going to create is called a number node. Number node.js. Actually, there's something that I'm missing, I believe, from this. Okay, maybe not. It doesn't really matter, but let's just create our number node. Module export equals to number node. Structure, that's going to take in a token. This token equals to our token. This.pos start equals to this.token.pos start. Pos end is going to equal to this.token.pos end. And then our name. This dot name equals to number node to string, and that's going to return dot token dot toString. And we should probably give this a type. Token. And we should extends node, which we're going to also import. Const node equals require dot slash node. Easy. Cool. Okay. The next one that we're gonna have is called a bin operation node. So bin op node.js. And for that, I'm just gonna copy and paste this code and call it bin op node instead. And it's gonna take a left node an operation token, and a write node. So our operation token goes there, and then our write node goes there. Op talk. That's fun to say. So we're going to have a node for our left node, and we're going to have a node for our right node. Our position start is going to be our left node's position start, and then our position ends. Oh, our right node, sorry, our right node. I'm going to call this bin op node. Now for this, we're going to take in our left node's toString method first. Then our operation tokens toString method, and then our write nodes toString method. Cool. And now we have another simple one, which is essentially like the number node, and that's called a unary operation node. All that has is a op token and a node. So we'll say our op token is going to be our position start, and our node is going to be our position end. So we're going to call this not number node, but unary op node. Our toString method is going to be our op tokens toString method, which is then followed by our nodes toString method. Also, we need to wrap our unary operation node in brackets here, or parentheses, or whatever you want to call them. And same with our bin operation node. That is for our toString method. Okay, those are all of our nodes. And I guess we could just create a index.js and say module.export bin op node require, no, not request, require / bin op node. Let's do that. Hold on a second. Okay, I am back. Michi, what software do you use to record? To record, I use OBS, and to stream, I also use OBS. Don't know why you couldn't have just asked me that on Discord. You have my Discord. But yeah, I use OBS. Okay, number node. Number node. Unary op node. Okay. Now for our parser, we can do okay, time to do our parser. Let's do this. I'm going to create a method called parse. Now that's going to be the method that we are calling from our index. So parse, we're going to have a variable called res, and that's going to call this.expression. If we do not have an error and our current token dot type not equal to the token type of end of file, then we're going to return res.failure new invalid syntax error this dot current token dot start current token dot pause end, and then we'll say expected a plus, a minus, a multiply, or a divide. And then we'll just return our response, which is what res is short for if you didn't know. I have gotten 5 messages. No, stream, better, yes, good. Huh? I'm kind of confused. I don't know what you said. It's fine, doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it from lowest priority, no, highest priority, which would be factor, to lowest. So we'll create factor. This is going to be in order. So I'm just going to say like that, just so I know that these are actual grammar rules. So we're going to create a new parse result. Oh my goodness, I forgot to import it. Const parse result equals require dot slash parse result. I can't spell today. Parse result. We're going to have a token which is going to equal to this current token. Now we're going to have an array, and we're going to say token types dot plus, followed by token types dot minus, and if that includes the current token dot type, say res dot register, this dot advance. Actually, I believe it's just register advancement and then this dot advance. Yeah, let me quickly check that. Yes, it is. That is a better way of doing it. Okay. Then we can say let factor equal res.register this.expression. No, this.factor. .factor. If we get an error, then we're just going to return. We're going to return response. Otherwise, we're going to return res.success, a new unary op node, which we're just going to say from unary operation node, bin operation node. Those are the 3 nodes that we have. Okay, unary operation node. That's going to take in our token and then our factor. Else if we're going to do the same thing but for int and for our float. We'll check if it's an int or a float. If that's the case, we'll register an advancement, and then we're just going to return res the success. Oh no, I forgot another S. I need to go back into past result. Whoops. For some reason I just can't spell. We'll res success new number node. Otherwise, if our token.type equals token types of left parentheses, then we will register an advancement, and then we'll have an expression, which is res.register this.expression, which we're going to create soon. If res.error, return res. If this current token dot type equals to the token types of a right parenthesis, then we're going to just advance, and we're going to return res.success, and we're going to return the expression. Otherwise, we have an error, and we're going to say res.failure, new invalid syntax error. Now that's going to have the current token as the position start, and the current token's position end. And it's going to say expected a right parenthesis. So, after this expression has been registered, if we do not have a right parenthesis, then we have an error. Otherwise, we do, and we can just go ahead and return. Then we're just going to say return failure, new invalid syntax error, because if we don't get any of it, then we're just going, first of all, we're going to say, I'll start from our token, and we'll say we expected int float. Okay. Before we do anything else, we're going to need, let's just grab another one of these, because this is not a grammar rule, it is a function called bin op. That's going to take in function and ops. Now actually, before I do anything, I'm going to save some time. Now, saving time is great, I love it. Basically, we're going to take in a function A, our operations, and then function B, which is going to default to null. So if function B equals to null, then we know that it's not a thing, and we'll just set function B to function A. Otherwise, we'll just leave it, and we can use it. We're going to create a result called a new pass. We're going to create a new pass result. We're going to get a left node, which is going to be res.register function A, and we'll say if res.error return res. Now, something to keep in mind. If you ever do res.register, or if you do res.register, you need to check if there's an error. Now we'll say while ops.includes. Actually, before we do that, we should probably give these types. Our ops, I believe, are gonna be token types. Here, let me check real quick. Yes, it's going to be an array of token types. So we're going to have a array. Oh, it's just going to be a string array, isn't it? String array. So if ops.includes the current token dot type, or ops dot includes current token, the current token type plus that value along with it, then we know we got ourselves. Then we can run this code, essentially. Let op token equal to this token. We'll register an advancement, and then we will advance. We'll get our write node, which is register function B. Hello, Snappy Boy. Welcome to the stream. So if we do get an error, if res.error return, then we'll just return it res. Now we can just say left equals to a new bin op node, left op token, and then right. And we'll return res success. Okay, because we're creating this function because bin operation node, I believe, is used twice. Yes, okay, so we can create 2 more functions before we can actually test this. We're going to create term, which isn't going to have anything, and that's just going to return this.bin operation node, or just this.bin op, this.factor dot bind this. Now that's saying bind factor, or give this to factor, because we're calling it, but we want to give it factor first. And then we're just going to pass in our token types dot multiply, mult, please, mult, and then our token types dot div. Then we're going to have an expression, which is just going to return this dot bin op this dot term dot bind this token types dot plus token types dot minus, following our grammar rules that we defined earlier. Now this should give us our basic plus and minus things. Now with this we should be good to test, so let's go ahead and test this. Now to run this code, oh, hello Snappy Boy, you joined the Discord. Okay. Heyo, hello. Let's just go ahead and run this. So we no longer need these tokens testing. We can just say let parser equals to a new parser, passing in tokens, and then we'll say let ast equals to parser dot, I said parsers, didn't I? That was an accident. Parser dot pass. Mick, okay. If we got an error from our AST, then we're going to return ast.error.asError. Which reminds me, we should probably define the pass results. We'll give this a type of uniform error. And we'll give this a type of node. And for our parser, this is going to return a pass result. So is the factor. So is the term. Because this is going to return pass result as well. And so is the expression. And that right there... Oh, actually, no. Well, before we do that, we need to say console.log ast.node.toString. Okay, let's run this and cross our fingers. Let's hope this works. Let's go 10 plus 10. And we got an error. Pass. Yes, pass. I do... Wait. No. Ah. Okay. Number node 9. Ah. Guess we're just gonna call super for all of these, even though it doesn't have a constructor. We're gonna have to call super for all of these. Well, we don't need to pass anything in because it doesn't require anything. Okay, 10 plus 10. Yes! Okay, let's try this. 10 times 30 plus 5, which is going to minus 7, or 3 divided by 7. It works. Okay, it gives us an order of operation. That is really cool. So, hello, welcome. I cannot pronounce that. I'm gonna call you 3. Hello, 3. How are you? What seems to be your problem? Oh, we can move on to our interpreter, which is the last part. Yeah, it's the last part before we... making a programming language on another programming language, which is interpreted by another program. That's exactly what I am doing. Yes, 3, that is what I'm doing. It's fun. I enjoy it. And it's cool to see your code, or it's cool to see a language that you made. Besides, a lot of programming languages are interpreted with stuff like C, which goes right over my head. So this is a dumbed down for me to understand, so I can create something like it. I just want to quickly, if I say push... Okay, yeah, no, that's what I expected. It's going to give us an error because it doesn't know that that's a keyword yet. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's just work on our interpreter. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it is. I love it so much. I enjoy to make programming languages. Yes, I will say that. I don't know why I stopped. I really love it. Can you make past 10 hours video? Are you listening to Pass right now? Actually, Pass is playing right now. 3, if you don't know, this stream music that you're listening to is made by me and a friend of mine. So, actually, my friend's music is playing right now. That's just rain, but yeah. On my main channel, no. I'm only going to be releasing music on my music channel. Okay. Time for... Let's do the last part, and then I'm going to stop stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Please. No, I'm sorry. Are you using Ridge Express for token passing? Tokens passing. No, I am not. I have set it out in a different way. Can you... I'm not gonna make a remix of my own song. Why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. But this is what passing the tokens look like. 3 new subs. What? 125 subs? What? Wait, you're joking, right? Oh, 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3 subs. So cool. I love doing this. This is fun. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to create another error message. Let's go. RT error, or runtime error for short. This is going to take in position start, position end, details, and context. 5, wait 6. What are you on about? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna continue. So for our... We're gonna take our as error method here, and this is gonna override it. This right here is actually going to be a function, or not a function. It's gonna call a function called generate trace back, and that reminds me. I wish you to develop on YouTube and more energy for content. What do you mean by 217 earlier? What do you mean I wish you to develop? You have a great voice and presentation. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But what do you mean more energy for content? Like, you want me to upload more? Yes, he does. I mean, I can try uploading more. I just need motivation. That is meant to be a... Okay. I need motivation. So if I do get a positive response to this stream, like when it's as a video or a VOD, then I will continue the series. If my audio's all fine and everyone likes it, then I'll do it. I hear that voice very often. Yes, because I know you in real life. So that's why you know my voice. Anyway, for this function, generate traceback, we're just going to make it an empty string. we're going to have just don't die while making more content. I'll try. For our position, we're going to take this.pos start. We're also going to need something called context, which I believe is a class that I need to create. So yeah, let me just this dot context equals context. Okay. I'm gonna quickly create an interpreter int return. That is a file. Not a folder. Folder. Interpreter. Here we go. Let's put in the context class. And that's going to have a constructor with a display name, a parent, which we're going to default to null, and a parent entry pos, also defaulted to null. We'll set the display name, parent, and we'll set the parent entry pos. I made brownies like you asked. Wow, I did not expect that. That's okay. Wow, thank you. I really didn't expect that. That's weird. Okay. Oh no, Okay, this is going to be a string. Next thing is going to be another context, I believe, and then the parent entry pos is obviously going to be a position. A context is going to be the type of ram context text. Require that. Context equals require dot no, I can't type dot slash interpreter slash context. Okay. What now? What was I doing? Error message. That's what I was doing. So, our RT error is going to be pos start. So it's going to take our pos start, and it's going to take the context. So this does context, and then we'll say while ctx. Say result equals to while. Should I utterly post on YouTube? Wait, hold on. When I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Should I utterly post on YouTube? I mean, if you want. I guess? I don't know. So we're gonna say pos.line. So this is just basically... Yeah, no, this is basically just... this. Hold on. This is going to be... error... name... Why isn't... IDs. this dot details. Okay, this is going to say file, and then it's going to have a line. Ooh, line, and that's going to be pos.line +1 in GTX dot display name followed by a new line, and then we're going to add the result. We'll say pos equals to ctx dot parent entry pos, and ctx equals to ctx parent. And then we're going to return trace back most recent call last. And we're going to pass in our results. Okay, so that was our RT error. We can now move on to our actual interpreter. So we're going to need an RT result. And we'll have a constructor. Just going to have a value and an error. So it's kind of like our past results. We're going to have a register, which is going to take in a res. In other words, a RT result. And then it's going to return, I think it's a value that it's going to return. Yes, okay, so we're going to have something called a value.js. Now this is just going to be a nice long class that we're going to add on to a lot. Can you do some Python from turtle import star? I will not be doing Python on this channel. Or maybe I will be, who knows. But no, not right now. Okay, so we're gonna take in the RT error result. Gonna require from /result for this dot set pos, this dot set context, this dot name equals value. Set pos, pos start, pos end. We're just going to set those values, and then we're going to return this. Oh, that needs to be a lowercase. We're going to need a position. Okay, and then we're going to have another thing called set context. I'm taking the context. Now we're going to return this. Basically, it's this. So it's going to be context, context, context. Cool. Now there are going to be a lot of other things that we're going to have in this, but currently we're going to just have one method called a legal operation. Now that's what that is. I need to import runtime error. Wait, was that what I was meaning to import? I meant to import runtime error. / errors / index. Now we're also going to have another one called copy, which is going to just throw a new error. No copy method defined, and I guess, hey, that's illegal. What's illegal? I guess that's all we're gonna do for now. Actually, create 4 methods, and they're just going to be called added to, subbed by, multiplied by, and divided by. They're all going to contain other, and it's just going to return this.illegal operation, and that's going to take an other. Why does it have self? If not other, other equals self. Oh no, that's purposeful. You said something about being illegal. Oh, illegal operation. Yes. Yes, I did say something. Okay, that's all we're gonna need to do for this class. Back to our RT result. Did you just say illegal operation? I did say that. That is exactly what I said. We're gonna see if our RT error has an error. If so, we'll set our error to be that result's error, and then we're gonna return result.value, which is going to be type of value. Quickly set these values type, sorry. You need to be more lively. What do you mean more lively? I'm coding. We're gonna take in our value. We'll set our value to be that value, and we'll return this. Failure, error, this dot error equals, I can't spell today, this dot error equals to that error, and return this. So it's basically the pass result. And this is going to return our no RT results. We're not doing the parser. Okay, that is that. Okay, let's create another class called number. Hey, who cares about copyright? Play some taunt. I care about copyright, because in case I ever do get monetized, I would not like to be copyrighted. That would suck. I'm not gonna play taunt. Although it's a good song, no. Let's extend the value Damn, 4 people watching? Really? Wait, what? Seriously? That's pretty cool. Hello, four people that are watching. "40 playbacks, that's... Okay. We're gonna need a constructor, which is gonna take in a value... What is the value gonna be? I forgot. I don't know. Let's just call super on this. We're gonna set the value to be the value. And when we call super, it's gonna do the set pos and set context. Added to is gonna be redefined. We're gonna see if other is an instance of another number. If that's the case, it's going to return a new number, which is going to be this value plus other dot value dot set context this dot context. Okay. What about some able... I'm not playing Able Sisters, I'm sorry. Okay, now all of these operations are just going to be basically the same. Mult by... and it's going to be a multiply. And then divided by. Div by. Now this is where it gets a little bit more complex, I'd say. Basically, we're going to quickly check if the other value is equal to 0. Because if it is, then we're going to return an error. I'm going to put in other.pos start, other.pos end, and this is going to give us an error of division by 0. You can't divide anything by 0. That's not a thing. So say this dot context, because it's an RT error, we have to provide the context. Otherwise, it's just going to divide our numbers. Now we're going to have a toString method, which is going to return the value dot toString, I guess. And I believe our value is going to be a number. And finally, time for the big last one, which I'm going to finish off the stream with. We are at 2 hours and a half. Nerdy Alien. Bad editing. Jib screams, all endings. Why would you send this? $124 subs. Oh, yo. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. I appreciate it. You're amazing. 4 people are watching this. Why? Oh my gosh, thank you. 4.6, still 4.6k. That's good. It better stay like that. Otherwise I'm gonna be really annoyed. Forget about that. Interpreter time. This time, for the final piece of the puzzle. I did not mean to do that. Interpreter. Module exports equals class interpreter. This is great. I'm going to put a constructor here, but nothing is going to happen. We're going to put in our first method, which is going to be called visit, and this is going to take in a node and a context. And our context. Require context. Okay, so we're gonna take in a node and a context, and I don't think. Okay, I don't know. Let's say let method name equal visit underscore node. This is not a backtick one. So we'll say node dot name, and that's what the name was used for our nodes. This is what it was used for. We're gonna need the method. Now that's gonna come with a get attribute function. So our get attribute is going to be a nice function that we'll create. The function get attrib. It's going to take in an object, a prop, and a default value, which is going to be default to null. If the prop is inside of our object or our class, then we'll get the value of object prop. If the type of val is equal a function, then we'll return val.bind object. Otherwise, we're just going to return val. So that's going to return like a variable. If arguments.length is greater than 2, then we're going to return the default value. And then we're going to throw a new type error. If it gets to that point, object has no attribute. So say we had an object that had apple, and we searched for banana, it would say that is not an attribute inside of object. Cool. Module.exports.get attribute equals to get attribute. I love the music. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try and make a remix of your song. Okay. I love the music. Thank you. It is great. I jammed to it on the way to my school. It's great. Anyway, interpreter time. Method get attribute. We're gonna pass in this. We're gonna pass in the method name, and then we're gonna pass in this dot no visit method, which is another method, which is gonna take in node, and the context. Let's go. That's just gonna throw a new error. No visit underscore node name method bind. So I may as well just give this no visit method also at just to stay consistent. Okay, we can now start on actually getting this to work. But before I do that, I just want to go into the parser and copy that one line. So we're going to say visit underscore number node. Again, this is going to take in the node and the context. So every method in this is going to take a node and a context. Okay, so we're going to have the number node, we're going to have the bin op node, and then the unary operation node, unary op node. So the number node is really easy. All it's going to be is return RT result. Oh, return a new RT result. And actually, that's a good question. Did I module.export this? I did. Okay. Okay. New RT result dot success. New number node dot token dot node dot token dot value dot set context. Oh, const number. Can't just leave it out like that, because otherwise it's gonna think that the number is from the default number. We have to override it. So this dot set context to our context, and then we'll set our position in the nodes. Let's start. Hello, Thea, is that how I say it? Thea, hello, how are you? Node.pos end. You have come at the end of the or close to the end of the stream, I'm afraid. But hello, welcome. Let's go ahead and create another RT result. Lamau, why you use Eclipse and VS Code? Why do I use Eclipse? Why is Eclipse open? That's a good question. I use Eclipse because I don't want to have to go through the trouble of setting up build paths and all that in VS Code. Like, I would love to use VS Code for Java, but I just can't. So I use Eclipse for Java stuff. Everything else I use Visual Studio Code. I also, because I just prefer using Eclipse for Java. Like, I love the feature where you can do Control-Shift-O and it'll automatically import your files, your classes. I love that feature. It's amazing. That's why I use Eclipse and VS Code. So we're going to create a new left node, which is going to be res.register this.visit. Makes sense, but I use VS Code for Java as well. Yeah, like I said, I would love to use VS Code, but there are just certain features in Eclipse that I prefer over Visual Studio Code. So we're going to put in the left node and then the context when we're doing the right node, or for the left node, and then we're going to check if we have an error, because there could be an error when doing the left node. If that's the case, then we're going to return res. Now we're going to have right, which is going to be the exact same thing. This dot visit node dot right node context, and if we have an error, once again we're going to return res. If node dot op token 126 subs, but how? And then I cannot pronounce what you just typed. Oh, 127. Jeez. Damn, I should just like... I should have like a sub count on this, on my stream. That'd be pretty cool. Let's continue. If our op token dot type, so if our token type equals to the token types. Oh, that's another thing I need to import. I subbed also. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are great. We're going to go... What was I needing? Oh, token types. That's right. Token. There we go. Token types dot plus. So if it's a plus, then we're going to say var result equals to left dot added to hold on, I want to double check this with my language. Where is it? Interpreter. Oh, hello X Raven. I subbed as well. Thank you. I subbed too. Deep fried pillow. Oh my goodness. Hello. Thank you. You guys are amazing. This is the coolest experience I have ever... Oh my gosh. This is the coolest thing that I've... You guys are great. Thank you. Yay, so many. I know. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I just can't express how much I am thankful for you guys to do this. Like, it's insane. Thank you. I appreciate you. So we're gonna return. I can't just like return. I'm going to continue coding, okay? Thank you, but let me continue. We'll return a success, which is just going to be results. Results dot set pos no depot. It's your beautiful voice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, I guess. Agree. What's going on? Thank you. I guess I appreciate it. Yeah, 100%. You left dot subbed by right. Okay. This is going to be if we have a minus, this is going to be if we have a multiply, and this is going to be if we have a divide. So, div, oh, not div, dived by, and then mult by. Hold on, need a hand setting this up. No. And welcome to the Discord, Banana123, is it? 321. I can't read. Welcome to the Discord. What was I doing? Okay, for our div, I did something wrong, didn't I? Okay, Div by. We need to redo the div by. No, we don't. Yes, we do. We're going to return an object. We're going to send a result of null and an error of our new error there. Otherwise, this right here is going to be an object, result, and error null. Otherwise, we can just return an illegal operation. Which actually we can do for all of these. Ooh. Oh my goodness, welcome Madara. I'm loving stream, by the way, just found your awesome content, please keep it up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Keep up the good work. I don't get any of your writing right now, but yeah. I'm going to return an illegal operation for all of these. Oh. Oh. Madara. I hope I'm saying that right. Madara is me. Okay, well, hello. Thank you for joining the Discord. Hey, this is sick. The Discord or the stream? Because they are two completely different things right now. I'm gonna say other.name and we'll check if it's a string. Instead of checking the instance, we can check the name, which is probably better in case we wanted to call this something else. Anyway, interpreter. We got that. Actually, we need to go back into interpreter. Okay, when it comes to our div, this is going to take a result out and an error. If we have an error, then we're going to return a res.failure passing in that error. Otherwise, res.success, and we'll continue on. Is a choice compulsory? No, it's not, but I would like some clearing up, because I don't know what you're talking about. One of them is not awesome, or sick, sorry, and the other one is. Let's create another. Okay, so that's the bin operation node done. Actually, is it? I think not. I think so. We're gonna check if we have an error here. If that's the case, we're gonna return res.failure error. Otherwise, we're gonna return res.success results.set pause. No dot pause start and no dot pause end. And I think that's okay. That is our bin operation. We're going to create another RT result, and that's for our unary operation. So I meant both are sick. If you say so. I'll leave that to your side. Is your code on GitHub by any chance? And if not, do you plan on doing so? I'd love to take a look. Anyway, I'll stop interrupting the stream. Don't worry about interrupting the stream. I love communicating with you guys. I want feedback from you guys. Yes. My code will be on GitHub after the stream, and I'll pin it to this video. because I don't want you guys to have to watch through the whole video just to get to like a certain point that you missed. So I'll leave the GitHub somewhere. How long is this stream right now? 2 hours 43 minutes. Okay. Pretty sure VS Code. It's a VS Code. It is. Discord thinks VS Code is a game. Well, it is a VS Code extension. I think it's called Discord Presence. I can't really remember. Okay. Let's see here. Unary operation node. That's what it was. We're going to have an RT result. We're going to have a number, which is going to be res.register this.visit node.node, and then context. Oops. If res.error, return res. Actually, we can just say that this is a unary op node. We can just like get all of these nodes, so const require data slash parser slash nodes slash index. For our autocomplete to work, we can take our unary operation node, our bin operation node, and our number node, and we can just set these types here. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Why did that auto import? I have it already imported. Okay, unary op node. There we go, that's good. We're gonna have an error. We're gonna set that to null for now. And it shows Mix playing a game VS Code. That's because it's a Visual Studio Code extension called Discord Presence. It says it's a game because you can't really be doing anything else. Anyway, we'll see if the node.operation code. Wait. I don't know why the autocomplete's not working. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just... Maybe it does. Node. Unary op node. Nah, it's fine. Node dot op token dot type. Sorry, I just sneezed and I had to mute. Me, hey, wanna come over and play something? Sure. Friend, sure, but what? Me, VS Code, the game? VS game, yes. The VS game. Best game. Game of life. That's what that is. VS Code the game is just game of life. Changed my mind. That was really nerdy. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll say var number equals number. Oh wait, we can just say number. Number equals number dot multiplied by a new number, and we're just gonna say it's gonna be multiplied by -1. We have an error. Wait. Same. It is. It's else. Okay, my code that I wrote ages ago is telling me to write if result.name is equal to number, so we're checking if it's a number, then we can set, we're gonna have a result, let result null. We'll set the result equal to the number multiplied by -1. Otherwise, we'll set error to be our current result. If result.name, but result.name is gonna be nothing because it's null. I think I made number.name, but number.name is, oh no, that's fine. No, that's fine. Okay, if we have an error, then obviously we're going to return rest of failure error. Otherwise, return res.success, number.setPos, node.pos start, node.pos end, and I believe that is it for... That is it. We can go ahead and hopefully run this and see if it works. Interpreter equals to new interpreter. I need to define this as a variable, and that needs to be a capital. And then we're going to have a context, which is going to be a new context variable, being the context of program. Now we're going to have a result, which is going to be interpreter.visit. That's how you spell visit. Visit ast.node context. And this will just return result.value. The moment of truth. Yes, finally, we can see if this will actually work or if I have completely messed up. Chances are I have completely messed up. Okay, if result.error return result.error.as error. Otherwise, we are going to say result.val or console.log, result.value, console.log, result.value.add to string. 1 year from now, when the server is exploding with people, the server shall be renamed to VS Gaming. I asked the 8-ball about the future about the server. This is what it said. No cap. Don't see any caps around, so I'll take your word. Nerdy. What the fuck? Okay, let's run it. Please. I am crossing my fingers right now. I am terrified. Chances are, I forgot to import... Okay, hold on. I forgot to import interpreter. Maybe if I did that first. No, interpreter interpreter. Just not importing the thing that I wanted. Okay, 10 plus 10. Of course there's an error. Cannot read properties of undefined reading error. Oh, I just forgot to completely finish that method, didn't I? Probably should finish the most important method. Yeah, return method node context. There we go. Now we should be able to run it. 10 plus 10. And we still got an error. SetPos is not a function. left, rest.register, visit, left node. Huh? Okay, well of course there's an error, that's no surprise, but what does it mean? That set pos is not a function. Wait. What is this in? Line 60. Trying to add plus. What is results? Result is left. Did it work? My internet died. No, it did not work, unfortunately. I am very upset, but we will find it before I get off. Nearly a 3-hour-long stream. Jeez. Been streaming for 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, let's just console.log result. Oh, we got a runtime error. Wait, what? Left rest.register, we're gonna pass in the left node. So the left node is going to be a number node. It's debugging time, boys and girls. I don't know your genders. Okay, so we do have number nodes. It is saying that we have number nodes. Apparently left. Wait. So we do have... That should be returning... Huh? Wait, what's res.register? Res.register is going to return a value. Oh. Wait. It wouldn't affect it if I said any. It's just for autocomplete, right? Okay, no, it still does. Don't know what I was expecting. Huh. Okay, so it returns a bin op node. rt result, value, number. Okay, hold on. It is showing us that we have a number. So it is returning a number. It does extend value. So we should be able to say this dot set pause. And this dot set context. But why does it? I would try to help, but I suck at JS, so that's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out. If I don't by the end of the stream, actually, I'll maybe go for another 5 minutes before I get off. What result added to value added to yeah, how about I just add that set pause? I'm gonna add the set pause to this in hopes that that will just like fix it. I don't think it will, but it's worth a try. 10 plus 10. Okay. What is results? Console.log. If not done by the end of the stream, you can always stream tomorrow. I'm going to stream tomorrow. If I don't get this error fixed, then I'm gonna fix it tomorrow, and then we're going to do variables. We're going to work on variables tomorrow. Actually, we're gonna do the power operation first, and then we're gonna do variables, which I'm excited for. I love variables. They're my favorite thing. What was result again? I can't exactly remember. Okay, result is a RT error. I'm also logging the node for some reason. RT error. Giving us a runtime error. Why is it giving us a runtime error? Oh, okay, for some reason it says that's an illegal operation. So we have done an illegal operation because this is not the type of a number, apparently. Okay, let's log left and right. We'll log the left node, and then we'll log the right node, or value, I should say. 10 plus 10. Nope, not 10 equals 10, 10 plus 10. Okay, so they're both numbers. Oh! I am stupid. Oh, I am stupid. I see what I did. No, I forgot to change the name, so it's checking for the number, even though every number has the name of value instead of using class names, because I don't actually know how to get the class name from code. So I have a built-in name variable, and it was set to value, which is the default name. So it was checking inside of number, it's saying if other.name is equal to number, then we'll do this. Otherwise, it's going to give us an illegal operation. So I didn't set this. It was just checking, and it said, nope, this is actually a value, so we can't use this. There we go. Oh my goodness. Right before the 3 hour 5 minute mark. It works. 10 times 10. 100. Cool. Let's do something. Tathia. Tathia? I think that's how you pronounce it. Give me an operation. Something weird. I don't know. It can be floats. It can have floats. It can have anything. I don't really care. Do you love me? Now I'm variables now. That's kind of weird. I don't know what to say to that. I want to. Let's get like a random complex operation. Let's go 8 times 12.4 divided by 19.3. Okay. Oh my goodness. I need to fact check this. Hold on. Calculator. Hope. Why am I fact checking it? I'm literally going against the a computer, sorry. 12.4 divided by 19.3. It's correct. It's somewhat off. But that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's working. That's so cool. Yes. We did it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love this. I forgot how much I love this. Let's go like 90 times 84 divided by 2 plus by 3 times 67 times 67 minus 3 or 100 take away 4. $3,885. No, 3,000. 3,885. Okay. Wow, that was insane. I love that. This is the best calculator I've ever made. Damn. This is insane. Okay, well, I'm in shock. I did this in 3 hours. I made a programming language in 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah, there were brackets, yeah. Didn't know there were brackets. What is this wizardry? Code. Voila. Okay. Anyway, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. You guys are absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. 128 subscribers. Like, it was 117. I've gained another 10. What is going on? It's been like 5 days and I've gained 100 subs. What, you guys? Oh my gosh, thank you. But unfortunately, it is nearly 9 o'clock, and I do have school tomorrow, so I do have to go to bed. I would love to continue doing this right now, but yes, this was fun. But I will have to say good night. You guys have been amazing, and I'm going to actually quickly make a GitHub repository. So the stream's not over yet. Let me just create a new GitHub repository. Let's call this JS Programming Language. Description: a programming language made in JavaScript. Create. Okay, I think this is going to do it. I don't know. I have never actually used GitHub this much in my life. Bye bye, sleep well. Goodbye! If I reload this. No. First commit. Yeah, what if I go... source control. Commit. EP1. Let's go ahead and put this up. Hey, episode 1 is up on this GitHub. Let's go. I'm going to put this in chat. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And have a good night. Also, just a quick thing. I know this is a bit, like, peckish of me, I guess. Go check out my music channel. It's on my channel's page. I'd really appreciate it. And also check out Tom Penn. He is also on my channel's page. He is the song that you're listening to right now. It's called Chill Rain. Go check it out. He is amazing. Thank you. And I will see you guys later.